There is one stock that is about to break out, in my opinion. It is a biotech stock. Biotech is a less exciting industry to invest in as a medium-term investor because trial data can come out and these companies can be unpredictable unless you are an expert in pharma. But they happen to be looking the strongest right now. The market doesn't look very strong. Bitcoin looks terrible after that mini flash crash. Ethereum also not looking great. So this is the industry that's holding up. Drugs, and this is not just any drug. This company had serious results on the way to a cure for Huntington's disease. The ticker is QURE, uniQure. Let's get into a little breakdown on this stock.
This is Sam Putnam.
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 So here's the chart. This is the result, which obviously was very well received by the investing public, starting with people in the know, biotech investors. Company tripled. This actually happens more often than in other industries because these are basically 0 or 1 companies. They can either sell hundreds of millions to billions of dollars worth of a drug, or the science is not proven out and they just have to give back their cash if there's any left. What's interesting right now is this, the SPY doesn't look great, okay? And NVIDIA, the leader, doesn't look great either. Now, there are some glimmers of hope. AMD is up today. Google is doing okay as well. So, not everything is as bad as Palantir, NVIDIA. Netflix not doing great. Palantir actually looks okay. Not really investable, but at least it's building out a base. But don't want to get too distracted here. Bitcoin looks terrible. Ethereum doesn't look great either. Actually, it looks very bad. It kind of looked like Ethereum was going to be stronger than Bitcoin, but nope. Rolling over as well. So here we are in biotech. XBI is an ETF. Biotech ETF. Showing how well this is doing. And there are some companies setting up well in biotech as well. And namely this ALNY. And RYTM already sort of went. So this seems to be the place to be right now. I can't tell you definitively why that is, why it's a flight to quality. And I do mean it when I say you have to be careful investing in these. And there are some companies that have just gone down, down, down. IOVA as an example of a penny stock, biotech stock. IMRC, is that the one? IMCR also not doing well. I mean, going nowhere while the market went up since April at least. So you don't want to be in the HIMS. You don't want to get caught in any gap downs, but they can happen here. So how do you manage risk? Well, you just don't put as much of your portfolio in this company. Because if this can go down 40%, like it just went up 300%, you can get your investment chopped in almost half. You could. This is the bear case here. Obviously, I wouldn't be talking about it if I wasn't thinking it was interesting. And it's interesting because, it's a higher low over this level here. Today was a green day. Last few weeks, it's been going sideways. Last week, it's been going sideways. So you risk a couple dollars. You try to make 10 and then 20 on maybe your second half of your shares. Maybe you sell out half after it goes up $10. But if we zoom out, you know, it's only after 5 years ago that we start to get to blue sky levels. So it's definitely possible. It's kind of close to $80 right now. So this is back in the crazy, this is actually before the COVID euphoria. So that's definitely going to be visible. This is the highest volume since then. So that's also relevant, just showing how important this result seems to be. Now, there's also a lot of volume here, so I can't really say that this is that important in the last month. But what I can say is that you don't have to be a biotech expert to know this is a big deal for this company just by looking at the chart. Gene therapy is a hot sector. CRISPR as well has had some moves recently. Not a great investment right now, but this thing is setting up. And a similar ticker to QURE is this CLPT. So there's a number of tickers that are similar, but in terms of those that actually move like QURE, it has to be CLPT. This is the connection. ClearPoint Neuro is the company. And basically, QURE's gene therapy candidate requires direct brain delivery using this neuro navigation technology. So it sounds like basically brain surgery. And if they're required, if this ClearPoint device is going to be chosen by uniQure, if their gene therapy candidate for Huntington's succeeds, then ClearPoint's going to go up. So they are kind of moving hand in hand. This was September 24th. This was September 24th. So here's also in comparison on October 2nd. This was a move up on ClearPoint. And then on October 2nd, they don't exactly move the same. QURE just sort of went sideways. So all you can really say definitively with these two is you want to be watching this one as well. And if it does totally trail off, then you probably want to be pretty cautious with this QURE. So it's kind of like a double investment here. So if you double support, if you will. So if you buy here and you risk, you know, somewhere in here, all this volume, you also want to take a look at here, definitely not risking lower than here. So you're not really risking $3 a share because you're not buying CLPT, but you do want to watch it. So that's how you sort of buy the good one, but look at the follower. So that's kind of what's going on here. And if that sounds sort of like inside baseball, it's not really. It's not like I know exactly, not like I knew about these companies until, well, first of all, until this one started moving, right? People got excited about buying this right away. Sometimes you can get in early on these biotechs and they do just chug up and up and up. And sometimes, you know, they don't really behave like that, where you can't just buy the first day and then risk it and then have it keep going back up. Sometimes you have to sort of wait for that first day to close to then sort of establish a level, which you can see it actually was kind of ugly. It came down and then came back up. So it's kind of established a level now, so it's getting interesting again. And again, These two are related, but you don't have to be an expert to hear that. This is sort of, if you look up QURE on X, you're going to see CLPT being talked about as well. So it's the same thing as like NVIDIA moving up with, well, this is not a great example because AMD is doing so well after that OpenAI investment, but a better example is like RGTI moving up and QBTS moving up. They're both in the quantum sector. They look pretty similar chart-wise. So that's the company, that's the sympathy. And if you like these ideas, hit that like button. If you haven't hit that subscribe, you want to get notified of future ideas, hit that subscribe. And if you want to talk stocks, head over to stockscommunity.com. You can join for $25 and you'll see a couple testimonies of people who have been tuning in for the last couple months at this point. I'll see you in the next one. This is not financial advice.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.